Right, I should probably start filming it, I guess, and building a race car. So, oh, this is going to be fun. Excuse this scabby mattress behind me. If I do this, I'll just go dark, so I'm just going to have to be over here. And the outside ruins the lightage, so I've just got a big beam light. So, oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hope we're all doing well. I'm building a, flip it around so you can actually have a gander, I guess. So I'm going on the camera. I'm building a Sebring sprite. I say Sebring, she's what I consider most of a Sebring. She's got a nose for it. So yeah, we've got a Sebring sprite using a K11 drivetrain, so up with an SR Micro donor car. So yeah, before I started filming this, I cut the wheel arches off, and then I thought I should probably put some sort of video together. So inner wheel arches are all cut out, so I'll rip the nose off and you can have a gander. Right, so the bonnet is off. I've done my best. Don't think I'm in focus. That's better. I got well nice eyes. You should be able to see it. No, right, so yes, I cut the nose off basically. So in the Swaping My Midgets, the wheel arches do nothing. There is no structural support to them. They literally do nothing. So they're gone. And then top shock mounts are there still. I've got a little bit of welding to do. My plan is to completely shave this side of the engine bay. So all of these holes are actually all sanded back, believe it or not. I just primed them so they didn't get rusty overnight. They're all sanded, all the bodywork's been done, they're smooth. I'm just going to weld them in, and then that'll be completely smooth. I'm also going to cut all the little wiring loom tabs off. The battery tray I've started cutting out, but it's quite a pain to get in there with the angle grinder, so I'm going to leave that for a minute. But that'll be cut out as well, just to give us easier access. And then this wheel arch has been cut off. I have a small bit of panel welding to do there. And then the trim lines have all been sanded down. And then I've taken that mount out as well. I've got to add a little corner structure back in, just for solidness, because those are the only frame rails and they're tiny. So I need to beef those up a little bit. But yes, so I've cut the front wheel arches off, and I'm going to weld all of those holes up, make a patch panel for this brake master, or brake pedal assembly, basically on the left hand drive and right hand drive. The floor pads are exactly the same. So that pedal assembly there, actually, you just lift this up. The car's now left hand drive, you lift it up again, put it over there. The car's now right hand drive. So basically, I'm going to completely shave this hole in, and then that gives us a nice smooth engine bay to work with, because the turbo manifold sits here, and the exhaust pipe will literally go like that and out the wheel arch, and then that just ends there. So I want that nice and smooth, because the paint's going to get ruined anyway. Bulkhead will get smoothed, all of these holes will get smoothed, and I have to make a firewall for the rear here. That just allows no smoke to get into the cabin. Obviously it's a convertible, I'm just trying to prevent fire getting in as well. So yeah, this car is solely being built as a drift car. It's not being built as a Swaping My Midget challenge car, it's being built as a drift car. So if you see things that I will do in this build that you wouldn't do to a race car, or you wouldn't do to a track car, I know. It's being built as a drift car. It's solely being built as a drift car. So we're doing lower arms, bit of angle, diffs being welded, very simple things to start off with. Obviously a K11 engine platform. I'm going CG, what is considered a 1 litre, but it's a 998, because that is exactly the same as the A series that would have been in this car, and the Barrett engineering kit bolts to all the standard mounts. I'll dig into the Barrett engineering kit later. It's mega. So seriously, if you're considering building one of these, Barrett is the way forward. So it bolts to the standard mounts, and it'd be a 998 turbo. The only difference, obviously, turbocharged. But they're so much lighter. I think an A series is 150 to 160 kilos, where a K11 engine is 54 or something like that. It takes so much weight off the nose. So in regards to being a track car and handling, it should handle really, really well. Sorry if my hands are shaky. You can't see my breath it's New Year's Eve today. I'm filming this, so it's cold. I'm in England. Outside is getting dark. there's a light rigged up there, just so you can see my face. Which I mean, it's actually working quite well when the camera decides to pick up on my ambience. So, yes. So that's going to be the build. I'm going to run you guys through pretty much everything I can. I've already built the turbo manifold. It's a log manifold, real basic, but I can run through how I built it when I take off the other engine. I have 2 engines. This one's being sent away to have a closed deck block, and then we'll do some funky stuff with Barrett over the next coming year. And then my original engine is completely standard out of a road car. Literally, I'm not sure you'll see it. There we go. That is the car it came out of. So there's no pistons in it, there's no rods in it, I'm not gapping the rings. This will be to show you, if you take a K11 engine and slap it straight into a midget, what it does, the power, how it handles, things like that. I just want to prove the conversion that we're doing is completely worth it for a Sprite owner, sprite midget, whatever you want to call it. Right, mine is a Mark 3 or 4 MG midget, flat rear arches, no chrome bumpers, no. It's not a chrome bumper. It's not a rubber bumper car. It's a chrome bumper car, an early chrome bumper car. And then I have what I believe is an original Sebring nose. This thing is so old and has been through so many race events. It's shattered here, all the way along. I don't know whether you guys can see that. Let me go through it. So this is shattered here, all the way along here, goes all the way up here, and then this is shattered and missing a bit, and then shattered here, and then there's a hole there for something, a hole there for something. That front end is shattered and has been repaired 1,000 times. You can just kind of walk the fiberglass off. And then that's had the first generation lights in it, because you've got the first generation holes. Then it's had the second generation lights in it. I don't know why. This was part of the car when I got it. It's had 1,000 different types of bonnet catch attaching it to the car. It's had what looks like chrome trim and panels on it, and support bars, and obviously the noise you can hear, but I've zip tied it back together. So, and this is all like, I think it's epoxy. I don't actually think it's mud, because I've tried to clean this before. Oh yeah, and this crack goes all the way along to this hole. This is the hole that I've used to stop it. So, yes, that's what I'm saying is an original age period correct nose for this car. Came as part of the car. It will get sanded down. The car is going English cream, or English white as you'd call it. So the whole car is literally just going to get in English white. The inside will get done in either like a dark greyish kind of colour, because I primed all of this and I actually quite like the way it looks. I'm not a nard or grey person, but I thought it was quite nice. So the whole chassis of the car will be done in grey, and the interior will be done in grey, and then the body itself will be done in English cream, and the nose will get blown in English cream. The only thing I will do is I want to go back to early style front lights instead of the like squarish style ones. They do like the longer ones. I would say I put a picture here, but I'm dreadful at editing, as you'll find in this video, because this will just be one clip. I'm just clip YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to go to the early style lights. Other than that, not much is going to change. Fiberglass boot lid. I'm cutting as much weight out of the car as possible. The plan is to get this car sub 500s with me in it. So 500 kilos for you American people, something in pounds, inches and beers. I don't know. But yeah, so the plan is to get it sub 500s. A lot of the metal we've cut out, the wheel arches, were dreadful. I don't know how you'd consider this a wheel arch, but it was before everyone crawls up my arse about cutting a midget up. That's what the wheel arches look like. They're like hanging. So yeah, one nice clean cut along, and they were, well, they're definitely gone. I'm not reusing them. I will be cutting small bits of steel out of them to put back into make all the blanking plates out of the wheel arches. So I'm not adding new metal. A lot of the car will be used to fix the car. But it's actually quite a nice shell. Sorry, an air bubble. Sorry. So yeah, it's a nice little shell. It's going to be low, very low. It'll probably be on a set of mini lights or something along those lines. My plan is in this week to buy a Renault Master, so I'm going to put the car in the back of the van, and that will be my rig that moves it around. So I can't go more than the track width it is, because obviously I'm going to put it in the back of a van. But a lot of people have success with doing that with minis and motorbikes, and this weighs less than a Harley, so I think we'll have great success. So yeah, the plan is to build a race van out of a camper with a bed in it and a midget in it, and then crack on. But I just wanted to give you a brief kind of start of what's going to happen. My plan is to pick the camera up as much as possible, mostly because my end goal for this would be to drive Mondello Park. I absolutely love Mondello Park. We go every year, once or twice, and I'd love to take a car out there and absolutely rip Mondello. So I think the plan for this will be to get it done as best as I can, get it running, get the turbo kicking in nicely, and then try and pack everything up and head to Mondello to do a drift event or one of their mat series or something like that, because it will just be a purpose-built drift car. Please do not tell me about ruining classics and all this other stuff. If I was cutting it, the whole front end off and the whole last end off, tubed it and made it a race car, everyone would be like, oh wow, race car. But the second I say drift car, apparently it's a sin. So yeah, this being built as a purpose-built drift car, K11 engine, Barrett engineering conversion kit, full kit, every bit you see. So he's helped me out massively, so I will drop a link if you want to have a look through the kit before I start assembling it, on his website. Feel free. The guy's a genius, proper G, lovely guy. So yeah, if you want to have a look, everything I use throughout the kit, I'll demonstrate how I install it, because I want to really show you how easy it is, because it's so simple. It's mind-bogglingly simple. I'll get my vowels eventually, I promise. I'm not that bad. But my arm is killing me. I don't know how people hold cameras for ages. But yes, so my plan is to Barrett engineering kit, bolt the whole thing in. They run a Suzuki Jimny gearbox, which apparently people put PDs in front of, so should take loads of power, great clutch kicks. And I don't think at any point I have any doubt that Barrett's kit would ever fail. I think that will be the one strong part of the car. It'll be my welding that's the failure point. But yes, so the plan is K11 micro engine, Suzuki Jimny gearbox, MG Midget. You'll hear me refer to it as a Sebring Sprite. That's because of the nose. I think it's been nicknamed the Spridget or Spridget Jones by a couple of friends of mine, but it's just my midget. I have a small midget in my shed. Not a lot of people can say that. But yeah, so my plan is to build it up as a drift car. So I thought I'd give you wow, it's 11 minutes and 42 seconds. If you sat through this, you are a trooper. But yeah, so that's my plan. I shot a little bit of B-roll and some nice panoramic shots. I'll try and edit them together. I'm going to be dreadful. But I'd like to show you and demonstrate the building process. I've built some really cool cars. So this will be my next one. I'm going to do some really weird bits on this car that obviously a lot of MG owners won't do, but we'll try our best. Right, I'm going to chuck some fancy B-roll so you can see the car, see the engine, and then we'll crack on. Thank you very much for sitting through my 12 minutes and 18 seconds of blabber. Love you.